What is up, guys? I want to jump on here for just a brief moment with Men Chat Monday and talk about the fight that was unexpected, that came out of nowhere, and how, when we have those kind of circumstances in our life, in our marriage, in our relationships, how do we deal with it? So, let me set the stage for you. The kids had just got home from school, they were hungry, and immediately they went to the fridge for a snack before a little after school snack before dinner type of carry me over till dinner type of thing. And so my kids are currently 3, 4, 4, 5, and 8. So my younger of my two 4-year-old and my 5-year-old, Tristan and Easton, they went to the fridge. Tristan got the burritos because that's his favorite thing, frozen burrito from the freezer. And Easton is just a vegetable machine. I'm not sure he's made of blood or water. I think he's just straight made of vegetables because that kid will eat all the vegetables. Like, that's a good problem to have. But I can promise you this, that most of us parents are not dealing with fights because we don't get enough vegetables. If that's you, if you deal with fights constantly because you don't get enough vegetables, raise your virtual hand so I can celebrate with you, because that's a good problem to have. But for me, so I turned my Easton, he got a pack of frozen peas out. I put it on the counter in preparation to microwave it. And as I turned my back, the next thing I know, pure eruption. Screaming, yelling, and I had no idea what happened. So I went and broke up this fight between this brotherly love, 4-year-old and 5-year-old. And as I started processing through it, working through it, I had no idea what happened. But what happened was Tristan touched the bag of peas. And Easton got mad that he touched the peas. Easton got mad that he didn't think he was going to get the peas for his snack. But ultimately, what happened is Tristan was just trying to bump his burritos to the front of the microwave line, and Easton could not handle it. It was too overwhelming for him. So he, in an extreme rage, was so mad that Tristan touched the peas. Eventually, we got the burritos cooked, we got the peas cooked, we got some brotherly hug, and they were playing like nothing ever happened. And it was so quick. But how many times in our life do we have something that happens so quick in our relationships with our spouse, with our wife? How many times do we have something that is so quick? Like, she interrupts our sporting event and we're very short with her, and now we have an argument. Or now we've hurt her feelings in a way that we didn't mean to. We said something that we shouldn't have said that we cannot take back now. How many times do we playfully make a joke and our wife was in the wrong mood and they took it as something hurtful? That happens in life. That's something that we can't avoid. But when it does happen, we have to deal with it. The way that we deal with it is we have a baseline. We have a foundation that we have to return back to. So I graduated physical therapy school, and JoJo's a nurse. So healthcare is pretty something that has been in our life for a while. My sister's a nurse. There's so much healthcare in my family that just part of who we are. But in healthcare, or just in health, in anatomy in general, we have homeostasis. We have where our body likes to be comfortable, the baseline where our body likes to return back. If our heart is elevated because we're afraid, we're scared, it tries to level out, get back to homeostasis as quick as possible. And that's where our body likes to be, is in a state where everything's baseline, everything's normal, everything's at its homeostasis point. And for us in our marriage, we have to be able to do that too. If we have an argument, I'm not going to say so what, because that's something that happens. But if you have an argument, if you have a fight, if you have a disagreement, if you evaluate the circumstances, okay, what happened? How did that quickly erupt into something that was challenging, something that was uncomfortable, something that was a fight? How did that happen? what do we need to do to say I'm sorry? What do we need to do to take accountability, to recognize our fault in this eruption or this fight that came out of nowhere over peas or doing the dishes or whatever it is? We have these things that don't have to be a fight. And if they are, they don't have to last very long. We can hug, we can kiss, we can make up in a way that's authentic, in a way that is full of love, in a way that is, oh, I'm sorry that that happened. I'm going to do my best to avoid it going forward. And the problem is when we don't know what our homeostasis is, when we don't know what our baseline is, when we don't remember why we have the relationship that we have, when we don't remember why we fell in love, if we don't remember that we're a team, if we don't remember these things that make our relationship strong and solid, if we've never been at our homeostatic space where we're safe, we're comfortable, things are at baseline, if we don't spend very much time there, it's very challenging to get there. So my challenge for you today is to kind of be the microwave. My kids were battling in line for the microwave today. And if you think about the microwave heated up, it took care, it prepared, it cooked the burrito and the peas in a way that they would taste good, in a way that they needed to be prepared. And I think if we allow our heart to be the microwave, know that our heart, even if we do get in a fight, big or small, our heart can be that microwave. Our heart can be that place that provides warmth. Our heart can be that place full of love that we can return to, that we can express our gratitude for our spouse. One thing that's super, super challenging is if we're not wrong or if it's not our fault. I'm not saying that you have to apologize if you didn't do anything wrong or this, that, and that. But one thing that's very challenging, if you don't feel like you have a need to apologize or you don't feel like you made a mistake, to be humble enough to be like, okay, I had a role in this. This was my part. This is what I can do to adjust, and I can apologize. I can move past this. I have a microwave heart that is warm, that is loving, that when the unprepared or the undesired food comes to us in a state that's undesired, nobody wants a frozen burrito. Nobody wants frozen peas, anyways. But neither nobody wants a frozen burrito, microwave burrito, or a frozen bag of peas. So they both of my boys brought me this undesirable piece of food, and it needed warmth, it needed love, it needed heat to be a condition that they wanted it to be, that they were seeking for. So if you will be that microwave for your spouse, I know this kind of sounds ridiculous, but think about in the fight that my boys had, what did we need? We needed heat, we needed time, we needed a system to put those two together. We needed a method to have a plan to cook them both. And so if you as a husband will be a microwave, provide warmth, provide heat, will provide a transformation for yourself that you can deliver the goods to your family, to your children in a way that is desirable for them. We all get angry. And if think of our anger as the frozen burrito, that it's not something that we want and it doesn't have to last long. This burrito 2 minutes or less, and it was warm, it was hot, it was ready to be eaten. It was ready, it was something that was desirable. And if you are a frozen burrito or a bag of frozen peas as a husband, if you don't let that undesired state last very long and you quickly get back to your spot in line in the microwave where you can turn the heat up, where you can turn the love on, problems become minor. Fights that used to last days and days and days now last hours or minutes. Fighting will happen just in life, but it's how we control, how we manage, how we respond when the fight is over, when the argument is over. We all have work to do. We all have spaces that we can improve. But if you will work to get rid of that frozen burrito as quick as possible, get it in the microwave where it can cook to something that is perfectly satisfying, that is desirable, and become a desirable husband. Become a desirable father. Become a desirable individual that you know that you can serve your family, that you know you can show up in a way that is loving, that is comforting, that is a foundation of support. Your wives need you to support them. Your wife needs you to break down that macho a bit and really be a source of love, support. Be a source that is man enough to minimize the contention, to be accountable for the choices that you made and fix the problem, even if you don't feel it's your fault. It may not have been your fault, and fault is not what we're searching for this time, but you were involved. You played a role in it. So do what you can do to fix the problem, to say I'm sorry, to apologize, to make things better than they were. Make your fights last as short a time as possible. Allow your body, both your heart, your mind, your emotions, to get back to a homeostasis level that it's smooth, that it's outlined. And that's what I have for you today. My challenge for you today is be that microwave. Bring that heat that is loving, that is full of compassion, that is willing to serve, that is willing to be the rock that your family needs you to be. If you need help getting your frozen emotions or experiences or frustrations or anger into the microwave where the heat can make it to something desirable, let me know. Reach out to me. Reach out to JoJo. We want you to have both a thriving marriage and a thriving business. Thriving relationships start with you. The better that you can be for yourself, the better you will be for your relationships, for your family, for your wife, for your business. If you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of your family, you can't take care of your business. So do not be that cold burrito very long. If a fight comes or an argument is unexpected, do what you can do to minimize that, to get rid of that cold burrito. And so I hope you enjoyed this for a brief moment. Like I said, the start of this chat today was about a fight that I had no idea that was coming. I didn't even know what happened until after I worked through it. We debriefed and we figured out the problem. We figured out a solution. Both my boys' hungry bellies were filled. They both were playing at the end, and the fight did not last very long. Didn't need to happen in the first place? No. Could it have been avoided with better communication, with using our words? Yes. So that is my challenge for you. Start there. Use your words. Prevent the fight from happening in the first place. But if you're unable to do that, then be the microwave that brings the heat, that brings the love, that brings the support that your spouse, that your loved ones need. That's what I have for you today. Reach out to me for help, and I will help you establish a plan that you need to get to where you want to be in your marriage, in your business, and as a husband and a father. Have a great day, guys.